Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Empress Moon Tarot 777. My name is Kimmy. Welcome to my channel today. This is going to be a general reading for the collective for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm just going to cover the holiday time period, as a lot of people tend to get stressed and strained by family get-togethers, and here in America we're celebrating Thanksgiving. Which can be, one of those times that can either be very happy and joyous or a little bit on the stressful side for some. So I've chosen to use our good tarot for the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday reading. I'm just doing one reading, not sign specific, so hopefully it will be of help to you. Two cards already did come out, so we will address that in a moment. So for those of you that are looking for dedicated love readings, visit my link down below for Patreon, patreon.com, Empress Moon Tarot. And for those of you that are looking for personal readings, there's also a link down below to empressmoontarot.com where you can order a personal reading. All right, so let's take a look at this. But before we do, don't forget to click that subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell so that you can stay notified of when I upload new videos. So, Two of Water, Six of Fire. Two of Water speaks of a loving connection between two people. I love the two fish in here, but I guess that's because of my Pisces Sun. But it speaks of that strong emotional bond, that physical bond, that spiritual bond. Sometimes this is our soulmate card. This is two people connecting on a very loving in a very loving manner. It's quite lovely. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be you and a friend or you and a family member. It also can signify a business partnership at times as well. But because we have such a strong focus on water, I'm feeling more like this is an emotional connection between you and another person. We do have the Six of Fire here. This is our Six of Wands, which is usually victory. In this particular deck, the Six of Fire speaks of that creative new idea that propels you in some direction. See our lovely galleon here connected to this hot air balloon. It's speaking of that need to be authentically you and to stand out from the crowd in your own way. This is you being admired by others, you coming up with creative ideas that are specifically designed to help you move further into, your life path or your career or whatever the case may be. So this is quite beautiful. It looks like somebody may be trying to come up with some creative idea regarding connecting with another person. So this could be, somebody that you're currently connected with or somebody that you would like to connect with, somebody that you want to reunite with. Perhaps you're going to be reaching out in a creative way towards somebody that you care about very deeply. So that's what we have just from two cards that came out in the pre-shuffle. Let's go ahead and shuffle and see what we get. For Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, please, Dream Team. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for the collective. Somebody's feeling out in the dark, out in the cold. They're disconnected from somebody. This person's not speaking to you. They're not returning a text. They're not giving you any kind of attention. We have the High Priestess. For the person who's feeling disconnected and lonely, do find something to redirect your energy towards. I feel like you are going to be moving in a new direction soon, that there's something you have to learn from this situation. It does not feel like the connection is going to stay in the dark, as it is now. It feels like something's going to change there. Okay, we just received the World. And the Three of Fire. I'm going to take three more. Our Ace of Water. Our Five of Fire. And our Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Queen of Fire. All right. So with our High Priestess, this is you trusting your inner guidance, trusting your inner knowing regarding a circumstance, looking towards the future and trying to determine, you know, how you're going to move forward, what precisely it is that you're going to be doing. See, we have the Three of Fire here. That's forward movement into the future. Trusting spiritual guidance to determine if you need to leave a circumstance and move towards something else. Trusting in that divine inspiration that you've been getting, the signs and symbols you've been seeing. This can also be holding back a secret. Somebody is holding back their feelings for another person, with the Ace of Water directly underneath it. Our High Priestess in this particular card looks very, very somber. She looks very sad. She looks like she's dealing with a lot emotionally and internally. I feel like somebody's heart is crying and aching for someone. That somebody is feeling completely disconnected from others, as if they're misunderstood. For those of you dealing with family, you may feel like you're the black sheep of the family, or you may feel that your family just doesn't seem to get you this week. Below her eye, we have a star. It's almost like the tears she cries, or he cries, will lead you to your wishes and your dreams, oddly. It's like whatever kind of sadness or difficulty that you're going through is going to give you that epiphany moment and that forward movement. You know, a lot of people lose sight. Oh, there's angel wings in the background here. I'll show them to you in a minute. A lot of people lose sight of the fact that, you know, we learn from relationships. Whether they're positive or negative, it does not matter. There's something that we can learn. There's always a way that we can grow. Unless we choose to ignore, you know, the possibility of growth within us. So this is somebody who's been through quite a lot in their life. Can you see the angel wings here? See it? Right here and right here. Somebody's getting angel or spirit guidance, spirit direction. Somebody's protected, cared for. All your sad wishes or your sad thoughts, your difficulties that you're dealing with, for whomever this is that's feeling so terribly sad and lonely, they're heard. Your prayers have been heard. Your cries in the night have been heard. The cries in your soul that you don't let other people see have been heard. That which you're dealing with does not go unseen. Trust in your spiritual guidance. Trust in any kind of, you know, intuitive impressions. The High Priestess is somebody who's very psychic, very intuitive, very, very much relies on spiritual guidance to move forward. This all appears to be surrounding some sort of love situation with the Ace of Water directly underneath our High Priestess. The Ace of Water is that new love or renewed love, or that desire to reunite, a desire to have somebody new come into your life, feeling as if, you know, you currently don't have anybody. It's that sense of, you know, wanting to have that kind of, I don't know why I got the words emotional high, but it's almost like, you know, somebody's wanting that fresh energy of new love in their life, even if they're connected with another, or they're separated from someone they want to return to. Either or, it still is that desire for love to exist, a desire for love to blossom, a desire to have that, you know, that giddy new love feeling in your life again. Somebody is your treasure, though, for most of you already. The way the seahorse is holding on to that pearl, there's already somebody that you have on your mind. Some of you just may not have expressed how you're feeling towards them yet. With the world, this is where everything synchronizes to lead towards enlightenment, peace, and direction. The world typically is a card of, looking back at how far you've come and thinking about all the good things that have happened to lead you where you are, as well as the difficult things that you learned from. In this particular card, though, in this deck, we have a different meaning because of that keyhole up there in the sun having to do with enlightenment. So there is a key to enlightenment. There is a key to forward movement. But it is one that can only be found once you are able to come to this point where your life is relieved of difficult things that you're holding on to, and you are going through a new cycle, and things align in such a way to show you the way and the direction. This occurs by a cycle ending. This is something that occurs by a cycle ending. It speaks of greater things at work in your life than you can even really fully comprehend. But that whatever cycle or whatever difficulty that you've been through that's coming to an end, it has been to propel you forward in a new direction. Directly underneath that, we have the Five of Wands, Five of Fire. Five of Wands is typically that fighting, that competition, that difficult energy. In this particular deck, we have this fairy sitting underneath the forest canopy, and she's receiving inspiration. She's receiving, direction and thoughts and creative things to help move her forward. There's also a sense of her recognizing within herself that she has everything to move forward, recognizing within herself that she is capable of creating a new reality. She's capable of creating forward movement. And this is her gathering those ideas together and, really just kind of sitting in that space of creative inspiration and forward movement, which I love that. We have the Ace of Water looking over here too. So if you're dealing with a love situation, it's possible that your person is watching you rise above difficulties. They're watching you rise above difficulties with other people. They're watching you rise above, competition. They're seeing you almost to that point of that victory, that tremendous admiration of the Six of Wands. And they're just lovingly watching you step into your own, your own direction. We have Three of Fire here. That's moving forward into the future. It's quite beautiful. This particular card, we have that, see this little, what do you call it? It would be like a weather vane or a compass, but it looks very much like a spoke on a talisman of protection. So whenever I see it, a Norwegian talisman of protection. So whenever I see it, I'm focused on the fact that you're protected and guided into your future. Yes, you've put work in on something. Yes, you've been waiting to see some forward movement. And things are moving forward. They're slowly moving forward. You're heading towards your wishes and your dreams. You're not quite there yet, but they're moving forward, and there's much to look forward to. There's much to be excited about, especially, coming into this next month, I believe, with this particular card. And here we have the Queen of Fire. This is you standing in your confidence, you taking action about your future, you showing everybody that wonderful confidence within you through your friendly nature, through your charisma. People are admiring you, and you are gaining recognition for whatever it is that you do in your area of the world. It could be, you know, a personality trait, or it could be an accomplishment that you have had. It could be the way you handle yourself within your business. It could be any number of things. But you're being admired. This is that wonderful magnetic quality of the Queen of Wands. She has a little level of fame to her. You don't necessarily have to, but some of you might. And she's very, very confident, very bold, and she's a take charge person. So I know I was referring to women that I'm seeing on these cards, but this message can apply to men too. It's not specifically directed to women. So what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing somebody who's dealing with a lot of mental turmoil, a lot of internal struggles in regarding their future. It's like the future's not fully clear to this person. Future may or may not involve another person as well, because of that Ace of Water. But this person's having to trust their inner guidance and their inner knowing to move forward. And we have them as we move into the future, we have them moving forward, being strong and confident. Right now, there's more of this creative idea flow and this alignment of things within your world where you may start to see some signs and synchronicities as well. It's lovely. It's good forward movement. For the person who's feeling very, very sad, do release that, especially for the one who's feeling kind of like, I see this person sitting in the dark listening to music. I can't see their face, I just see their form. Turn the light on. Find something positive to think on, because there is going to be forward movement. Say, look what I was talking about. I was talking about that inspiration, right? That creative inspiration. And what did we receive? We received inspiration. The same color of the card, too. It's a strong creative inspiration regarding your future. And spirals of manifestation. The things that you're manifesting are you're starting to see some movement in. The things that you've been manifesting are starting to align towards that future movement. So this is really, really good, really beautiful. Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Remain positive. Remain positive this week, y'all. We didn't really talk much about love, but let me go ahead and take you romance angels, and hopefully it will be of help to you also. Collective, please. Wednesday. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have this could be the one. For those of you that are dealing with a love situation, you have forgiving and learning. Super, super important. Definitely somebody need to be forgiven here this week. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And true love. True love, true love. Let me take a couple cards on that situation, because we're not looking at that in that good tarot. We may show up with the Ace of Water, but that's about it. No additional information on the love situation. All right, tell me about forgiving and learning, please. Forgiving and learning. Forgiving and learning. Oh my goodness, wow. So this could be a family situation, because we do have, let me put these other cards that fell out. We do have the 10 of Cups. So this forgiving and learning card could be about forgiving somebody within your family. There's wonderful communication here with the Ace of Wands, which is fantastic. That 10 of Cups, like I said, that could be family, that could be you know, long-term relationship, or somebody that you have a great deal of love for. And it looks like somebody's going to be reaching out and communicating. When this person does communicate, like I said, I'm feeling more like that's more family. And maybe I'm just feeling that way because of Thanksgiving, but that 10 of Cups card can be family. And I just feel very strongly, especially, it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. You may be burdened about a family situation that could be affecting your love life. So do extend forgiveness to whomever is going to be asking for it. Let's see. Tell me about make the effort, please. Make the effort. Somebody is in need of taking action towards working together. Somebody's not been giving in. Somebody's been, you know, sitting around not taking action. With that King of Wands, it's an action-oriented card. So it looks like you and another person are in need of, you know, celebrating each other's strengths rather than each other's weaknesses, and putting some action in on creating an environment in which the two of you are able to work together more cohesively. Somebody's not been putting in the effort. But I'm really getting a sense, though, that there is a strong need for changing the way you communicate with one another. Because I feel like somebody feels like they're constantly being told what they can't do. Okay. Yeah, see, 4 of Swords. Somebody may have been taking some sort of break. There's a Fool. Desire for a fresh start there. Okay, tell me about true love, please. Tell me about true love. Oh. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. Here's our Ace of Water, Ace of Cups. Could be somebody that you've recently met, because sometimes our Ace of Cups can be that new love. Or it could be somebody that you're returning to renew the love. Or somebody that you've been with for quite some time. That if you're in a long-term committed relationship. Wow. I also got the 4 of Cups, Ace of Coins, Emperor. Somebody's going to be expressing a desire for a deeper level of commitment for somebody. That won't be for all of you. But our Queen of Wands, this is somebody who's very loving, very kind, filled with unconditional love. She's also very psychic and intuitive, just like our High Priestess. But this particular person has worked on themselves. They have attended to, you know, any kind of internal blockages they've had, and there's been a strong focus on self-love in order to have love to give to a connection. So now that this person has worked on themselves, they've risen above whatever sort of circumstances they've dealt with in their life. They're feeling, you know, full and happy and can move forward with another person in a very loving way. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's either renewed love or brand new love, but the love is true, so I don't feel like it's somebody who's brand new. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful couple days. I shall see you again soon. Bye-bye.